Meantime, here, a retired detective talking about the arrest in the Tupac Shakur murder case, and it ties to another rapper's murder. It's our top story here at 5. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm David Charnes in for Brian tonight. Greg Kading working to solve the murder of the Notorious B.I.G. And he actually interviewed Duane Davis about his involvement in Shakur's death. Now he's talking to the 8 News Now investigators about what prosecutors and witnesses told the local grand jury leading to Davis's arrest. What does this indictment mean for you?
I'm just elated. It's so overdue.
Retired LAPD detective Greg Kading knows a thing or two about Duane Davis, also known as Keffe D. When did Keffe get on your radar?
Keffe D has always been a name associated with the case just by the very nature of the fact that he's the uncle of Orlando Anderson, who has always been the primary suspect in Tupac's murder.
Orlando Anderson, now dead, who Davis says was sitting behind him in the car with Shakur's killer. In his book, Davis says he handed a gun to a passenger in the back seat, who then fired. As the 8 News Now investigators first reported last week, a Southside Crips gang affiliate told the grand jury Anderson passed the gun to this man, DeAndre Smith, who is also dead.
I know this witness. And so he's just providing secondhand information about what he believes. But the best evidence is the evidence that Keffe D himself provided, which was Orlando did the shooting.
Kading says his dealings with Davis started with his investigation into the death of rapper Notorious B.I.G. His murder, regarded as part of the East Coast-West Coast rivalry, coming 6 months after Shakur's.
We were essentially trying to figure out who killed Biggie Smalls to begin with. And then as a result of that, we kind of transitioned over into Tupac's case.
Kading worked to get Davis on drug trafficking charges. In a recorded interview, Davis told Kading what happened in Shakur's case, believing he would have immunity.
He wasn't just going to come in and tell the truth unless we compelled him to do that. We had to give him a reason to tell the truth. We had to get some leverage on him, so to speak.
But that leverage did not include protection from any public statements. Statements, Kading says, led to Davis's arrest Friday.
It's very frustrating because, first of all, it should bother all of us to see somebody out there publicly boasting about their involvement in a murder and apparently having no repercussions.
As for who actually pulled the trigger,
the purpose of this grand jury is to indict Keffe D. And it doesn't matter who Keffe D hands the gun to.
Now, Davis will face a judge for the first time in this historic case tomorrow morning, and you can look for that on air and online, of course, here on 8 News Now throughout the day. You can also keep up to date on this story and view never-before-seen photos and videos the 8 News Now investigators obtained in this murder case. We showed you this on air last night at 11 by following us on Facebook.